Hey there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim with your message on the cut. 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a reading today that's going to be as close to a private reading as I could get without you getting a private reading. It's going to be a full-blown Celtic cross. And I invite our spirit guides and our angels here to guide you. Because the last time I did your, which it is a message for you to receive in your 3 days. But some of the things that we touched on in the last reading, I felt like were pretty intense, and so I'm being guided to pull something bigger or that goes deeper. Okay, we'll use Sci-Fi Tarot, Todd Alcott, and thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate your likes, comments, subscribe if you haven't already. If you feel froggy, okay. Wow. Well, it is intense. Two for the outcome. Beautiful outcome. Yeah, okay. Well, this might be why I was guided to do this reading, because this is a lot. And you are showing up on the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. He had it all. What he did with it changed the universe. It says on it like that. So I have regular tarot here that we're going to clarify with. The star energy here in the recent past, or in the position of the recent past. This is usually when we have hope that something is going to manifest for us, that the stars are being aligned. But let's get clarification on it, because really you never know until other cards come out about what that's about. Hey, what was the star about in the past? The Six of Cups in the reverse. This involves a connection of which at one time there was hope for it, right? There was hope for it. There was something that we thought, well, okay, maybe this will really work out. And then something happened, because the Six of Cups in the reverse is like, to me, I feel like it's a connection that we just kind of detach from. It might not be fully physically detached, but emotionally, I don't think you're in the connection anymore. I think you see hope, but I don't think it's hope for this connection. Yeah, okay, so you're listening to your body here. With the Page of Swords, you're listening to your body. You're listening to how you feel, right? And you're putting it in your mind. You're logically making sense of some kind of news or information. But I feel like it's about what your body is trying to tell you about this. Let's get another deck to also clarify as we go. The 108 Oracle. I mean, and this can be news or information coming in. Sometimes we can get hope that there might be a connection that's going out of our lives, or something that's kind of like coming apart, because maybe that's what's going to allow us to move forward. So tell me more about the past here. We had to go really deep. We had to go really deep and really take a look at how we felt. Something about this connection, even if it didn't work out, it made us explore ourselves more. I feel like there was a lot of personal growth that had to do with the connection that actually didn't work out, but in the long scheme of things, this was successful for you, because there's something that you developed. There's some type of characteristic. There's more to you now. There's more, like you're searching for more after this experience. So I see you coming out here as the knight, as confident, heroic, a messenger, and a champion of a cause. And there might have been in some way like you were assisting or helping somebody here in the past also, and see something as more of like, well, there was a cause to what this was. Even if it ends up resulting in parting of the ways. The challenge here is the death card. And that's about closing the door, right? I mean, it's closing the door. It's completely having something in our life end and transform because of that. But it's the challenge is to end this. I'm not sure why it's a challenge, but we'll figure it out. I do have your focus being the main issue with the Queen of Swords. It says on the Queen of Swords, she knows what must be done and she isn't afraid to do it. I think the Queen of Swords is saying we have to cut out a specific connection or tie in our life so that we can move forward with focus on what it is that we really want to achieve. And the devil's showing up. And the strength card is showing up. So I have Capricorn, I have Leo, I have Libra and Scorpio here in the issue. It seems like we're needing strength because there's a situation that it feels kind of toxic to us. It doesn't feel right. We have to have confidence to move on from it. There's a feeling of being very attached, but maybe it is attachment through an addiction or a vice or even a trauma or fear. Something that was made in this like devil energy, right? Okay, so we're being told that it is good to place healthy boundaries, but sometimes the queen must use the sword. Like sometimes she actually has to cut, for an ending, to come out of a roadblock energy. So we're needing to have that death card to me here represents this checkered flag, where the challenge is the conclusion, the finale here. And maybe you feel like, okay, I finished first. Or it's signaling the end. Well, strong Leo energy. This one's wanting to come out. The Queen of Swords is wanting to come out again. I think it's a challenge for you to be in this Queen of Swords energy, actually. In your heart space, you have the King of Wands, and it says the natural born leader. Another strong Leo energy here. It's about what your heart wants to build. Tell me more in the heart of the matter. This is about, I mean, this person is successful, right? They've overcome obstacles and challenges. They're wanting to change a commitment. Because in order to like see themselves as successful and as building what they really want to build, it means that they're going to have to change their path, or the heart feels like it's just not 100% one feeling like themselves, King of Pentacles reverse, but also feeling like they just don't want to invest anymore in this. They want to change their path. They want to break off a relationship. They want to move somewhere. They want to make a big move when it comes to changing this commitment. Okay. So how you're feeling is like this, kind of like this King of Wands. We're feeling like there needs to be action. Okay. Like it needs to be action. But what's interesting is on the card, it says cornered. But does she have a secret weapon? Cornered. It can feel stressful. This card can feel stressful. It can feel like being backed into a corner. But there's usually like a sign or synchronicity, some kind of light that shows you the way, what kind of action to take. It's actually one of the, I feel like the Seven of Wands is one of the most like diverse or interesting cards in the tarot. Because it has a lot of different meanings all attached to it. Ultimately, it's action of some sort. So you're feeling this. You're feeling like I want to take action. You could be feeling like I want to take action on my independence, on self-reliance. I want to focus on my money or my job, my career, or whatever it is. It could be entrepreneurship. For others of you all, I'm actually picking up on this as being some sort of inheritance, winning or windfall of money, that when it comes in, you're feeling like, okay, well, if this comes in, then I'm gonna know what action I can take, because I feel like it's already like a plan in a sense. It's already been thought out, because here in the environment, the energy that's influencing you right now is the Ace of Swords, and on the card it says an intellectual gift. This is kind of something that comes to you as like brilliance, a genius idea, seeing the truth of things, having clarity here on this. So something is trying to give you clarity here in the environment. Yeah, they're really telling, the Ace of Swords again, they're telling you to focus here on yourself. Focus on your work, focus on the things that you do every day. You have mastery level on some sort of skill, something that you're really good at. It's about keeping yourself busy too. When I see that Eight of Pentacles, keeping yourself busy. There is truth. There's also two swords. There's like a decision that's coming up that you're going to be faced with. But right now it's about staying busy, making the money. So I have Two of Cups here. This card is in the Goals and Destiny spot. It says when two become one. Two of Cups. When two become one. Tell me more about Two of Cups, please. Hierophant in the reverse, and the Two of Swords. So there's that decision. Yeah. I'm seeing a soul contract that's being changed. That has been delayed or postponed for a long time, of being in something that was just not working. Always kind of weighing out the positives and the negatives, but ultimately knowing that it's your goal and destiny to have a partnership that's based on like real love, mutual love, right? And something here with the Hierophant, the reverse, and the Two of Swords is telling me that there was some sort of commitment that was definitely kind of like decided to split or go different ways, but just hasn't happened because of postponing, delays, or could have even been roadblocks like we saw in the other deck, roadblock energy. Yeah, awaiting, the Hangman, awaiting, energy of waiting. So the Knight of Swords here is the future. This is when we're moving past delays, past blocks, because it's fast change. It's incoming, it's fast. It says on the card, fast thinking action. When the world needed a warrior, he stepped into the breach. King of Swords. Knight of Wands. So the only thing that could possibly keep this from moving forward would be if we didn't put enough effort or discipline into getting ourselves moving. Because I feel like it has to do with like knowing what to do, but yet not taking action on it. And so this is like a stark contrast. And I feel like this is the decision. Like it's saying, okay, they have these two things. You already know the answer, knowing what to do, but not taking the action. So now it's up to you. Let me get another card from the 108 Oracle. So everything gets better here. Everything does. A complicated situation ends up being unraveled here. Okay, a problem, a hassle, a big mess, or something that had a lot of different working parts is going to get unraveled for you. Maybe it gets unraveled kind of quick too after this whole in comparison. Yeah, because there is going to be this major decision with the forked road. Direction change, options, free will choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, a change in circumstance. Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups reversed. This is a choice and a decision to focus on giving the cup to yourself, investing love into yourself, taking good care of your health, your maybe exercise, health. It's about, like, saying, look, if you have felt used or abused in a situation, or like it was just not giving you the love that you needed after you poured out a lot from yourself. This is about giving yourself that cup. And see how she has a lid on the cup and being like, no, this is your cup. So now I have the Empress and the Hope. Well, that's too many. The Empress in the Hope spot. Knight of Pentacles. I think this is a hope that we actually listen to our intuition when some sort of offer or opportunity comes in, and it's really good about what we want to create, something that gives us an increase in our finances. And it's like not letting anything hold us back from this success or this ascension. Yeah, because ascension right here, hot air balloon, uplifting freedom, going with the flow, rise above, don't resist, view, elevate, and feeling good. The Three of Wands underneath the King of Pentacles. There's some sort of new, this is a new journey and something that you are going to create. So maybe some sort of offer that comes in here too. It is going to be really good for you to take, or be advised for you to take it. I have the Seven of Cups in the outcome with the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Chariot. Yay. Okay. So I think they're saying you have lots of choices, options available to you here, but there is going to be, I feel like one that is significant, a big opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. It says on the card it came from nowhere and it changed everything. And that's what it's going to be about. So it's like no more escaping, in a sense, no more escapism. We're trying to see things clearly. We know we have many options, but they're really wanting you to focus on the ones that bring you more in alignment with how you feel, like with your higher self. What do you feel is the best for you? And for some of you, that has to do with travel and having plans to travel. You see he's holding up that earth globe, and then the Chariot itself is a card of action. So it could be that for a while we may have felt kind of confused about what kind of action to take. But I think that once this opportunity comes in, we're going to be really focused on it. Okay, and I think that that they're saying too with the Two of Wands is that you're already planned and prepared. You're ready for this opportunity. And the Seven of Cups, with it representing not knowing maybe which option to choose. These Two of Swords here, this clarity from the Ace of Swords, that you should be feeling that energy right now of, no, I know exactly what I need to do. And whatever it is that this change is bringing in, it's coming in swift, because for a long time we were in the energy of not necessarily making the change, or knowing the information but not taking action on it. And I'm also seeing two people, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, that maybe were divine counterparts at one time, that maybe their friendship or even romance served more as like it functioned for something. There was something practical about it, but not now. Like now, something's been completed, something's been wrapped up. And I think that, I think you have a beautiful opportunity coming with the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to offer stability, emotional, will be feeling good, just because everything for you will be met materially too. So financial gain, big time. That's where they're wanting you to focus on your finances and your work at this time. Also, they're saying that all this information coming from the Ace of Swords has given you a lot of clarity. You may feel very tapped in, claircognizant. You just know. You don't know necessarily how you know, but you know things beforehand. You have a lot of power to work with. The thunderstorm is power, energy shift, opportunity to overcome, So this is going to be stepping into new power too. It's this situation that is changing has been unchanged for quite some time, but wanting it to be changed. I'm pretty sure of that. And so this is what we see. This is what we see. So with it, this is laying on top of the Nine of Pentacles. I think it's saying that there's going to be some people here, or a particular person, that you're wanting to kind of pull up the bridge, like not give any more to, or not give 100% to, because there's something here about protecting your energy, not giving someone access, maybe not giving so much financial assistance to somebody anymore. There's something here about the energy and about you being in control of that bridge that allows the energy access to yourself. Yeah, at this time, deep reflection is needed. With the cabin, I feel like peace, tranquility, and maybe silence would be really good for you to get disengaged, turn off the cell phones, to figure out what is it that I've not been facing with the ostrich trap, or what is it that I've been too busy thinking about fear instead of moving forward with. So yeah, like I said, with this Queen of Swords and the changing card and the coin toss, this is changing. This choice, this decision, it might feel like taking a risk, but it's going to be better than the energy that you know that you're wanting to move out of, right? Yeah, so I see that as being like a Two of Pentacles, it's your choice, it's your decision at this point. So that's what I'm getting. And closed off, that's what they're saying with like closing off, protecting your energy if you need to. And time to think, time to think. Whoa. Hey, your angel number is what I'm saying with this Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, focus right now on your finances and the things that keep you busy. Not overthinking worry or anxiety, but when you do disengage, you'll be kind of happy too, because of putting in that effort with what you've been putting in the effort for. So 888 tells you focus on all the things that are coming to you. Really, it's telling you to be grateful for the abundance that you already have. And if you're having trouble with that, step outside, breathe the air, be thankful for the air being so abundant. Anything that you can do to be grateful for abundance will amplify that energy to just keep on coming and pouring into your existence, right? And it creates more abundance, like the card says. 888, I am abundant. And 77 says it's time to move on from your old habits, patterns, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desire and ambition. Now is the time to be bold and brave. I am brave. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Any love and light. Bye.